Hey there everyone, welcome back to some more Super Mario Galaxy 2. Last time we finished Blue Moon, did the Guillermo top thingy in Space Storm, and some other comets. And we got some options today, so we can either go to Slipsand or Shiverburn. Two really good options, but we're going to do Slipsand just because it's the one further left on the world map. Both these galaxies are absolutely incredible levels though. And oh boy, Squizzard's sandy sinkhole. So, Slipsand is a fun galaxy for me because I remember it in my childhood as the bane of my existence trying to do everything in this game. I think I gave up trying to complete it at first, or at least I might have eventually gotten through the Squizzard level that we're doing here. But doing all the stars here was not easy on my first playthrough. I struggled with it a lot. Felt like a massive difficulty spike, honestly. But this is a really good desert level. I could see why people maybe like Dusty Dune more, though. Just because there's more stars in it. In fact, I think that's the most, or tied for the most stars in Galaxy 1. But I really like navigating through the fireballs there, and the music here is awesome, and just the platforming on the sand is fun. Like, I don't know, there's just something awesome about Slipsand to me that makes me really like it. Like, what is here in Slipsand is just fantastic. Let's see if I can kill this chicken on the way up. Oh wow, I actually hit him. I didn't think I would. Cool. We'll get some extra star bits there. Pretty easy comet medal. Like, it's not very far out of the way, at least. And is this the first? I guess this isn't even a required mission. I was gonna say this is the first required mission we're seeing that has the fire flower in it. But, you know, most of World 5 is pretty much optional, so... Okay, come on. Yeah, there we go. No reason to do that. It's just if you want to. Just be careful not to get crushed here. But they kind of increase the challenge a little by making you jump up on it. Just have to be very careful. And please make it up. Okay. So this is the point where Slipsand gets very interesting. Oh, that's so cool. It's so cool to look at the skyboxes sometimes to see where they're angled and whatnot, because we're going over there, but it's kind of sideways. But look at this, it's so pretty. Oh, I love. Oh, that would be so nice to see without some of the pillars in the way. But you get to go to this awesome pyramid, which nowadays kind of makes me think of like just seeing a pyramid from this far makes me think of Shulva, the Sanctum City in Dark Souls 2, but. This slide right here gave me so much trouble as a kid, because it's pretty easy to just keep going in one direction. You gotta make sure you're navigating between these rollers, because they are an instant kill, so don't get crushed. You gotta go all the way to the other side and make sure you, like, you know, basically kick back a little. And this is gonna be really hard in the post-game. And then at the very end here, I'm gonna get knocked off the edge. Nice. Yeah, if you hit them on the side, they just send you flying. But the slide also narrows at the very end, so it's pretty dangerous. You have to make sure you get in the middle as soon as all these are done. Yeah, even though something like Shulva is not a desert per se, just seeing like a giant ancient ruin. It's so cool like that. But yeah, this slide, I remember this giving me so much trouble. And we haven't even gotten to the boss, which probably gave me just as much trouble as this slide did. Good old Squizzard. I love Squizzard now, though. I think he's a really fun boss fight. Okay. We're almost there. Let's just stay right here and then get to the center. I think we're fine. Maybe get over a little bit more. Yeah, see how thin it's getting, and it's like, oh my gosh! And then you get to the end. And then you got some good old Luma Lee, Luma Bob. Welcome to the Luma shop if you want it, but nah, we're just gonna go fight Squizzard. Very ominous. I recommend jumping onto one of the rocks here. It might send you to a certain spot anyway, though. I don't know. But look at this dude. He's so funny and goofy looking. I like that they actually made a boss fight that utilizes the fire flower. So essentially, he's gonna throw these balls, and we need to wait for him to open up his mouth, much like that. If you are kind of like turning away or jumping away from him when he opens his mouth, I recommend throwing a fireball towards the wall, because it'll still turn back around and start hitting him. But yeah, you really got to worry about these big spike balls like this. But we can go on ahead and just, oh man, we didn't get it there. All right. Kind of got to wait on the next cycle at this point. All right. Hopefully it doesn't run out while we're trying to hit him here. Alright, we got the hit in. Time for the final phase. Because, you know, it's Mario, roll of threes. Doesn't really deviate from that too often. You can destroy these cannons. I recommend doing so. You're gonna throw his bombs, and then we're gonna hopefully get the hits off. The bombs make this pretty tough, though. Because they hit you quite easily, but even though we got stunned there, we got the hit off. But we're not gonna have that luxury later, because there is a daredevil run for Squizzard, and the daredevil run I think is what really gave me trouble as a kid. Like, I remember getting so frustrated with it. Daredevil runs on boss fights always gave me a really hard time. I said it with Mega Hammer, and like going to the soccer game. I think I told the whole story involving the soccer game and stuff with that one. I'd have to go rewatch it, but I don't remember being anywhere in particular for Squizzard. I remember, because for some reason, I was really weird as a kid. I moved my consoles around a lot. We had a couple TVs in the house. I had a small one in my room. We had this big, like, 32-inch Sony Wega in the living room. And then we had this, I think it was a plasma TV, because flat screens are starting to get a little larger at the time, because, you know, this was like 2010. We had one of those upstairs, and I'd always move the Wii around between them. And for some reason, with Sailing the Sandy Seas, that's one of the ones I can remember being upstairs for, but I remember playing a lot of Galaxy 2 just in various places around the house. Like, I mentioned in my room I had that little 20-inch, like, Philips or Toshiba TV. I don't remember what it was exactly, but that's what I did, like, the Mega Hammer stuff on, and that was in, like, that back bedroom. But this star I remember being upstairs for, and just, like, sitting on this, we had this gray leather couch up there. And it was always so cold in the wintertime, and on that thing. If I ever do like Lego Star Wars or something one day, I'll have some stories to tell about Lego Star Wars 2 on GBA, but up we go. I've always thought this was cool, by the way. The gravity follows like where the curves are in this whole thing, so like if we stand on this, it's gonna follow us. But yeah, I just remember being on this star and raging at this one too, because this one's also decently hard, honestly. And what we can do while we're on this is go into this pipe, because I think this is actually where I need to go. So I think the other pipe just kind of sends you the other way, like it sends you back to the, like, a little higher up in case you mess it up. I don't think you can actually go past all of this. Like, I'm pretty sure it's too fast for you to do it. No, I stand corrected. It's doable. The timing is kind of absurd, but I don't want to see if I can do it now. I don't think I've ever actually been all the way over here. It would be funny if it just... Oh, no, we're not getting any closer. Never mind. But yeah, so you can see the whole thing. You can see this whole ride right here, right? This thing is tough. And I don't remember what mod it was. It might have been the new version of Cosmos Collapse. It might have been a Mario Gravity trailer. But there was one mod where there was like 2 of these, and you had to like alternate between the 2 of them, and they were on like a track. It was so cool looking. I really want to do that mod, but Yeah, you got the awesome music, you're riding on the Sandbird, and this Sandbird is thankfully a lot more pleasant than the previous Sandbird that was in a certain other Mario game involving being on a random skybox and collecting red coins on it. Please kill it. Okay, good. The Magic Koopa part is the hardest in my opinion, but this thing gets going really fast at this point, I believe. Yeah, see, it's starting to go pretty quick, and you gotta avoid the cacti because they knock out portions of the Sandbird. But we'll be a-okay. We'll sit here. We'll get in the middle. Don't have to get over. Looks like. Yeah, then we're gonna have to. Oh, how did I not die? And then this is the fun part, right at the end here. And this part, I remember dying to just this part so much. The Silver Chomp from Rolling Masterpiece Galaxy will chase you around. So you kind of have to stand on certain parts of the sand ship here to guide it, so that you still have places to stand. But eventually we'll reach the end, and we can get the star. Such a cool star, but it's one of those ones that still just lives rent-free in my head for how much trouble it gave me as a kid. So we have a comet over in World 4 to go do, it looks like, so we'll go ahead and do that before we move on to any new galaxies. We'll probably finish World 5 in the next part. That's the goal. So let's go off to World 4. And what's this called? Okay, it's called Bowser's Gravity Gauntlet. That's the name of the whole galaxy. And then what's the star called? Because I just want to know. Oh, it's just called Breaking Bowser's Gauntlet. Okay, that's kind of lame. But Gravity Star Speedrun. This is very, very much like the Lava Layer Speedrun, where the star is just placed at the end, and we have like 30 seconds. So it's essentially go through the level, but really fast. That's all you gotta know. So we got this. Should be fine. Should be fun. Love the speedruns in this. I've talked about how I think that this like timer speedrun is a very nice variety, but it actually puts pressure on the speedrun clock without feeling too overwhelming. Because Galaxy 1's just didn't put much pressure on you except for very specific stars, and pretty much all of them were purple coins. So very, very cool. Let's be kind of careful here. I actually kind of want this coin, even though it's going to waste time. Doesn't matter how much time you have left if you die, right? So gotta be careful about that. Yeah, I like how there's still some time if you like mess up. It's not like these are super strict or anything. I can already like hear the star. Ooh. This music's good too. I haven't really paid much attention to it, but I need to get this into one of my playlists. This is very similar to a song in 3D Land, I do believe. I don't remember what song. In fact, 3D Land might just straight up reuse it, the more I'm thinking about it. But I'm not sure. I don't think I've played 3D Land all the way through since like 2018, maybe 2017. So I'll be very excited to play it on the channel, because it'll be the first time in just such a long time that I've played it. Okay, let's not... What is going on here? Okay. There we go. Now, let's stay within the gravity of this portion. Alright. There we go. That just leaves one more star in World 4 altogether, I do believe. The Honey Hop star, which if I had to guess, that's gonna show up pretty soon, or it'll show up at the start of World 6. We'll have to see. We'll probably get Slipsand's Comet. Yeah, there it is. Oh boy, let's do it. Let's just go on ahead and do it. Do it. Okay. So, yeah, it's just Honey Hop, right? Oh, no, I was looking at Sweet Mystery, but yeah, it is just Honey Hop. World 5 will be done very quickly. Like, World 5 we're going to be entirely done with very early on into World 6. If I remember right, only one galaxy is not going to have a silver crown next to it before we go take on the final boss. And it will not show up till the post-game for some really arbitrary reason, honestly. But, alright, Squizzard's Daredevil run. Let's see how many tries this takes. If I'm careful, I can do it first try, but the bomb, that last hit's pretty hard to get without taking damage sometimes, so we'll see how it goes. Hi, Squizzard! Alright. How many throws do you do on this first phase? Is it 2 or is it 4? It's 3, okay. Just keep mashing the Y button, throwing fireballs, pick up another fire flower when we get the chance. And here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna keep running, and we're gonna try and get to this one before he opens his mouth. There we go. Okay, one more hit. Oh, you got it. Arena's littered, though. That should fill that. Yep, there we go. See, throwing backwards can be good. You don't want to end up in the middle and hit him, so throwing backwards is definitely the right play there. There we go. Alright. Played it nice and carefully, and we ended up getting a... I love how Mario's still just looking up there. I don't know why I think that's funny, but I do. I think it's very funny. Oh, man. I'm not gonna hit you guys with the super short part this time around. We're gonna do another star. Since we completed Slipsand, Bowser Gravity Gauntlet. We're doing pretty good today, actually. But we are going to... No. We are going to go and get this Hungry Luma. Now that we're, like, near the end of the world, and I've collected a lot of extra star bits, wouldn't have made that much of a difference, but I do want to be conscious of it, because I think we're going to need to get another 700 for the final Hungry Luma. I need a chow on 1500. But don't worry, we're actually very close to the point in the game where you can farm star bits very easily if you want to, and I will show how to do that, so... That's the stuff oh so full, and think about the transform! It just doesn't get old. It just doesn't. And oh, this galaxy's so cool. I love this one too. Is there one I don't love? I don't know, honestly. But Fleet Glide Galaxy, I think you can take a guess at what this is gonna be. And hopefully I can get this on the first try. Blizzard's Wild Battlefield Glide. And another star, pretty much any star later in the game, I had trouble with as a kid. Because this being one of the first major games I really played, and the first like 3D platformer I was really playing, a lot of these later levels just were really tough for me. What do you have to say? Oh, just tells you how to glide with Blizzard. Blizzard, he says you're okay and that you can glide with him. Will you glide with Blizzard? Let's glide. If you can glide through the big sun circle at the end, you win, but it's not easy, not easy. I love seeing the lava monster off to the side there. So yeah, we had the nice jungle with Blizzard the first time. This time around, we're just going through like a battle fleet. Same mechanics as last time, by the way. The comet metal locked behind these sun things. Follow the starbit trail here if you want to fail at that. So we're gonna have to restart the level. I'm just gonna take a death. You hit a wall like this, you'll get a game over instantly since there's no coming back from it. Or, you know, not a game over, but you'll die. That second ring is definitely the hardest if you want to get the comet medal. but hopefully we'll get it this time. Because I don't know how many deaths I've had in this playthrough, but I'm kind of hoping I can finish the whole game with less than I did in Galaxy 1. I just think that would be kind of nice. Why is he not, like, turning still? Okay, Fluzzard's being very strange on my controller. This comet might be kind of hard to get with the Pro controller. But maybe I'm just bad. Maybe I'm just that bad. Alright, let's oh man. Okay. I'm not gonna be finishing this game with less death than Galaxy 1 at this rate, that's for sure. This isn't, like, if I was playing on the Wii, this wouldn't be that bad, but it's just the fact that I'm playing, like, with a controller that you really aren't meant to do this with. Okay, there we go. Finally got it, okay. Even though it works so well for everything else, really. It really does. Like, this doesn't feel any different to 3D All-Stars. Hopefully don't get crushed by the slot, because you need this ring. It is 5, just like the first one. But yeah, like, this is the main reason I think that these Squizzard levels are so much better than the Manta Ray ones, because, like, all the variety, and you have to hurry here. I could not get this in time for the life of me when I first played this game. If that thing closes all the way, you will run into it and you will die. You cannot finish the level. But there we go. Under a minute. But yeah, I just love how, like, creative and interesting the theming of the two Fluzzard levels is. It's so much more interesting than just the big water things in the sky. Which was fine on the first one, but you know, it would have been cool to have something different for the second version. And the fact that you go from jungle to, like, technological rocket ship fleet thing is so cool. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. There we go. 83 stars, 33 Comet medals. Comet? But with that, I'm going to go on ahead and end this one here, and I will see you guys next time, where we will wrap up World 5 and possibly do the first star of World 6. So I'll see you then. Bye-bye.